Woke up this morning, feeling around for my shoes. About that time I had me some old walking blues. Well, woke up this morning, feeling alright here for my shoes. About that time, you know, I had me some mean old walking blues. Got up this morning and feel like blowing my horn. When I looked over there, my little Bernice was gone. Yeah. Got up this morning, feel like blowing my horn. I took a look over there. All I had was gone. So I got up this morning, I believe I'll go ride the blind. I've been mistreated, mama, and you know, I don't mind dying. Got up this morning, think I go ride the blind. I've been mistreated, baby, I sure don't mind dying. Some people trying to tell me that worrying blues ain't bad. About the worstest feeling, child, I've ever had. Yeah. People trying to tell me worrying blues ain't so bad. About the worstest feeling, child, I believe I've ever had. But it seemed like hours and sorry about that. That would seem like days since my baby started on low down ways. But it seemed like hours. Hours seem like days. Since my baby done started on the low down ways. People trying to tell me these worry blues ain't bad. About the worstest feeling, child, I've ever had. People trying to tell me worry blues ain't so bad. About the worstest feeling, child, I believe I've ever had. Ships run the ocean, ocean run to the sea. If I don't find my baby, won't you come and bury me? Yeah. Ships run the ocean, ocean run down to the sea. Yeah, if I don't find my baby, won't you come on and bury me? Woke up this morning, I was feeling around for my shoes. About that time I had me some old walking blues. Yeah. Got up this morning, people, feeling all around here for my shoes. About that time, you know, had me some little walking blues. Thank you. But you know, I got up this morning, I felt like fly blowing my horn. I looked over there, you know, our little Bernice was gone. Got up this morning and felt like blowing my horn. Took a look over there and all I had was gone. So I got up this morning, I'm gonna go ride the blind. I've been mistreated, baby, and you know, I don't mind dying. Yeah, I got up there, feel like riding the blind. I've been mistreated, baby, you know, I don't mind dying. Man, it seemed like hours and hours seemed like days since my baby started on low down ways. Well, man, it seemed like hours, people. Hours seem like days. Yeah. Since my baby love started all her low down ways. People trying to tell me worry blues ain't bad, about the worst feeling child I've ever had. Well, people trying to tell me worry blues ain't so bad. That ain't about the worst feeling child I believe I've ever had. Ships run the ocean, ocean runs to the sea. You don't find my baby, won't you come bury me? Well, ships run the ocean, ocean run down to the sea. You don't find my woman, please come on here and bury me. Thank you. Thanks, guys. And please like and subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. Hi. Hey, Jamal. Thank you, man. The Nimilaritana, whatever that is, that sounds pretty cool. Abadella Hansen. Thank you, Don. So thank you, man. I appreciate that. Try one more, a couple more. We'll do I Can't Be Satisfied by Muddy Waters. I got a rambling on my mind. I got rambling on my mind. Hate to leave you, baby, but you just treat me so unkind. I got some mean things. I got some mean things on my mind. Little girl, little girl, I got some mean things on my mind. I hate to leave you, mama, but you just treat me so unkind. I'm going down the station, I'm gonna catch an old fast mail train I see. Yeah, I'm going down the station, catch an old mail fast train I see. I got the blues for my soul and soul. I believe she got the blues about me. I got some rambling, I got rambling on my mind. Little girl, I got some rambling on my mind. You don't have to leave your mama, but you just treat me so damn unkind. Thank you guys for being here. Death Letter, here's a good Sunhouse lick. I gotta work on some of his, I gotta work on singing and doing it, but let me see if I can do preaching blues the way I do. Let me see. Well, I'm gonna get me some religion. I'm gonna join the Baptist church. I'm gonna get me some religion. I'm gonna join the Baptist church. I'm gonna become a Baptist preacher. This way I don't have to work. I'm in the pulpit, yelling Alabama bound. Yeah, she's in the pulpit, yelling Alabama bound. In that congregation, you could not hear a sound. Sister jumped up and she began to shout. Yeah, one sister jumped up, yeah, she began to shout. Yeah, I'll be so glad when that old corn liquor comes running out. So I'm gonna pack my suitcase, head on down the road. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up my suitcase and head on down the road. Lord have mercy on my church. Hey, God bless your soul. If I had me a heaven of my own. Yeah, if I had me a heaven of my own. I'll get all my women long, long happy home. Yeah, I got to work on some Son House, and it's funny, if I don't work on it, I kind of lose the groove. I mean, as much as I've been listening to these guys, my whole life. I'll be 70 August 7th, and I've been into the blues since I'm 14. I'm a bona fide harmonica player, but it's more fun doing this on live. But if you go to my channel, please like and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to get caught up. I think YouTube put me in timeout because I was uploading the same video more than once, but that's another story. But what I do in my videos, you're going to see, I play the guitar and I sing like I just did there. Then I send it to iMovie, and then I play my harmonica on another track right along with it. Then I balance it out with volume. But I got some really cool songs in there. One you want to check out, it's a short version of Deacon Jones or Burnin' Hell by John Lee Hooker. It's not too, it's only been in there, it's the last couple weeks, but one of my favorite songs that I do. I do some Canned Heat stuff. I do a lot of Blind Willie Johnson. I'm not in open D tuning right now, I'm in open G, so it's hard to do that. But I'm gonna put together a song list. I like going live. At first you get a little weird about it. You kind of forget what you're doing and what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna do some, I'm gonna set up a set list and try to do about 45 minutes of songs and take a break or two and show you some of my blues books, some of my blues albums that I've had since, I've been collecting blues albums since I'm about 1971. I've had some of the same albums, shit, man, 55 years. I traveled all over the country buying them. Wherever I was living, I found one here, one there, I don't play the blues, I live it. It's a big part of my life. The stories, I put myself in their shoes a lot. I've dealt with some blues myself. I deal with some depression once in a while, and just things that, life threw at me, but I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. I'm here to be able to play with you guys. That's the cool thing about it, man. So at the end of the day, I can't complain too much, except it's frickin' 112 degrees here in Palm Springs, California, people. I mean, and that gets hot. And I've been here since 1985. I was a lineman. I climbed windmills for 6 years, and then I started my own window cleaning company in 1990. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I'll be 70, like I said, August 7th. I really didn't set myself up for retirement really well. I'm collecting Social Security, like I get $1,000 a month, that's it. And so I gotta supplement my income by doing that. My other thing is I've had some opportunities to record. People like my voice and my style. There's some cleaning up I have to do on my guitar playing. So I have some opportunity to go to Oklahoma and do some recording here maybe in the next month or two and lay down some tracks that could bring me some cash, So, yeah, I'm going to bring them albums of your own. Yeah, thank you, man. That's kind of the goal for me, is recording my own stuff. My deal with the blues is passing the torch. Let me get something for you real quick. I'll get a book for you. You got to pass the torch, because if you don't, nobody knows nothing about it. So I got the Blues Bible. This is the Blues Bible, you guys. I bought this book in Santa Cruz, California. And let me show it to you. I'll put the cover on it because it's a very cool cover. And I've done the video on this book a number of times because it's the real deal. There's no other book but this about the blues. This is the real deal. Nothing But the Blues, written by Paul Oliver and Larry Cohn. And the pictures in here, I don't know how the hell they got them, but they got them. And you can see this is going all the way back. This goes back to slave trade, 1800s, and all the way up to, it ends with about Johnny Winter and everybody in between. B.B. King wrote the foreword in this. There's B.B. Look at that picture of him back then. Yeah, he was a character, man. But this book is just, you get tired of it. You never get tired of looking at it. You never get tired of the pictures, the facts. So when people dispute who did that song, who did what song, this book has got it all. Here's a picture of Memphis Minnie, another woman I really love. She wrote When the Levee Breaks, Kansas City Joe McCoy. What a duet there was. She was one. There's so many. You know, people ask me, Tony, who's your favorite? That's like trying to ask me what's my favorite color in a crayon box, man. I like them all. I really do. But, you know, what really got me started in the blues was my brother's 13 years older than me. He went into the Navy in 61, or 60. And I started playing his albums when he left. Little Richard, Bo Diddley, Muddy Waters. At 4 years old, I was putting these on the Victrola. When I heard Little Richard sing for the first time, I said, man, I want to do that. I want to do that right there. Me and my mom used to dance around to Little Richard's greatest hits. But what really got me was listening to Little Walter. I got the albums in my room right now because I did a video on them. And hearing Little Walter and Muddy Waters playing I'm Ready, Hoochie Coochie Man, Still a Fool. When I heard the best of Muddy Waters and I heard that album, I had hair standing up on for the first time I was goosebumps and all that shit. And I said, that's what I want to do. I want to be a blues man. Because I didn't like persecution of the black man to start with. I didn't like it. As a kid, I hated it. I hated what they did to the Jews during the Second World War, too. I just hated it. So for me, this is American music. This is it. There ain't nothing else. There's no doubt about it. Everything came from these guys. Our rock and roll, even our country music. And when the blacks got here off the boats, we had Irish and Celtic people here from England, and they were doing folk songs. So some of the credit has to go to them, because when the blacks got here, even though they were separated and segregated, they still picked up on what was going on and they melded. You know, there's a lot of melding there. We call it Celtic music. And then the blues was really born in, let me see. To me, the father of the blues is Blind Lemon Jefferson. That's just my opinion, even though, you know, everybody claims that. Son House, Robert Johnson, Charlie Patton. I claim it because he was the first guy to record, and he was the oldest. And he started playing at a very young age. So, you know, it's a very in-depth story, going from the Delta, migrating to Chicago. And, you know, where Chicago came in the picture, everything changed. The electric guitar, Muddy Water was one of the first cats to ever record an electric guitar, along with T-Bone Walker. Muddy recorded, I believe, his first recording was for Fender. And then I believe T-Bone Walker was recording for Gibson. And there was a fight, which guy recorded first. It don't matter. That's where it all started. When Muddy started playing electric blues in Chicago, shit got lit up, man. Everybody was doing it. Howlin' Wolf used to say, I don't want to play no electric guitar. That ain't no blues, man. Well, once he started playing it, he changed his mind real quick. And if we wouldn't have had Willie Dixon, all of this wouldn't be possible, because Willie wrote for everybody. All the songs that Muddy did, Willie wrote about 75% of the words to it and the music. Willie was just an amazing blues man. And he was always in the background with an upright bass. He wrote all the songs for Howlin' Wolf. He wrote songs for, it goes on and on and on and on. And I had the pleasure of meeting Willie Dixon's niece in 1994 at the Cafe St. James in Palm Springs, California. And we sat down, and I got to hear her stories about her Uncle Willie and all the guys coming over, getting drunk in the back room, playing cards and carrying on, and Little Walter, everybody. So she was really an insight. She's a well-to-do woman too. She married a guy and was, you know, dressed in fine, fancy clothes and well-spoken, very educated, and that was Willie Dixon's niece. And I got to sing with Sonny Terry and Brownie McGhee in 1975 at the Great American Music Hall in San Francisco. We did Key to the Highway. That was a major highlight of my life. And I was 19 years old, man. You know, John Lee Hooker, hung out with him a bunch. He come to Santa Cruz where I lived a lot because he lived in Gilroy, right over the mountain. He loved coming to Santa Cruz. I played with Bob Lowry. Probably, if you get a chance, you love Robert Johnson, go ahead and Google Robert Lowry. And if you need to, you can put Santa Cruz, California in there, and that'll take you to him. He is as close to Robert Johnson as you will ever get. Plays resonator, and his voice is angelic, man. That's the only thing I could say. And I had the opportunity to play on the streets with him. But the big thing was, and this is probably my most famous thing for me and the most heartfelt thing I ever did, was playing the Santa Cruz Spring Festival with him in 1976. Edgar Winter and White Trash was there. They were the headliners at Edgar Winter. When we were playing on the grass, I was playing harmonica. He was doing all the singing. I was backing him up. My eyes were closed because first I felt a little nervous, but once we got going, and we had a washboard player, and I looked up, and here's Edgar Winter, Rick Derringer, their bass player, all watching us, like, and they were just ready to get on stage in a little bit, and they were just like, dude, this is something fucking else. I got these cats listening to me and digging it, and I got to shake hands with Edgar Winter. He goes, man, whatever you're doing, quit doing it and play the blues. And it was just it was one of the, definitely the highlights of my life, knowing Robert Lowry. And I urge everybody to look him up. He recorded a couple albums. I got to see Muddy Waters twice in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That was amazing. Got to see Otis Rush at the Zayani Club in Santa Cruz Mountains. That was, every one of them is great, man. It's back to what's your favorite color in the crayon box. They were all good. And they were pure at that time. They weren't being affected by, they were still carrying on the music from 1940s and 50s. That same style, the real down and dirty blues. So that's what I represent. That's what I want to pass the torch, is that right there. Big fan of Blues Plus. A big fan. I love Bob Dylan. If you go to my channel, bro, I do Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. I think Hard Rain's Gonna Fall is it's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's an amazing song. And another thing you want to see, you want to cry your eyes out, listen to Patti Smith do Hard Rain's Gonna Fall at the Nobel Peace Prize. That'll blow your freaking mind. She's playing it with an orchestra and a slide pedal steel guitar. It's freaking amazing. And she made a boo-boo in the middle. The Nobel Peace Prize is a huge audience. People, dignitaries from all over the world are there. And she made a boo-boo, and she goes, I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. Can we start it over? And the whole place just applauded her for that innocence and being that humanity, being human. But wow, did she knock it out of the park? Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. All of Dylan's songs, Highway 61, and The Times They Are Changing, all those. I do those on my channel. So if you get in there, you just got to put in Anthony Messineo, Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, or just put in Anthony Messineo, Bob Dylan. But I got to get to bed. Man, it's really cool to see people showing up here and showing interest in the blues. And I believe you've been around before. I'm going to bring those albums your own. But I'm going to be trying to do a live stream at least 4 or 5 days a week. I love doing it. And as I do it more, I get a little bit more, I get a little bit better at it. Create a song list. Don't do things off the cuff. Don't forget what you're doing, But with me, I like to play the music, then share a little bit of blues information because, like I said, it's more than just playing the music for me, man. It's a way of life. It's the true American music. And without it, we would have never had rock and roll. The blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll. That's the old saying. And everybody that knows anything about rock and roll, Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, Johnny Winter. I mean, the list goes on and on. Those guys love Muddy Waters. Muddy was, and this is one of his very last albums. I got into all of his albums. But when I just keep that right over my head when I'm playing every day. That's how much I love this cat, man. I got to hold him in my arms and hug him. I got to shake his hand and say, I love you, man. You've changed my life when first time I listened to your album, The Best of Muddy Waters by Chess. So yeah, that's where I come from. I try to be a purist. I don't like all the fancy shit when you hear nowadays. I'm really just a self-taught guitar player. I really am. I'm not by any means technical. I don't know shit. I know how to tune the guitar. I know the names of the strings, and I know about 8 chords. So everything else is by ear for me. I love Blind Willie Johnson too. When you go to my channel, you'll see me do a lot of Blind Willie Johnson stuff. I'm a purist. I don't like getting too flashy. That's why it took me a while to like B.B. King, because he was so uptown. But man, he was amazing. It's just, you learn to like it and love it later on. But I was such a Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Elmore James, all that raw fucking shit is what I'm all about, and that's what I want to keep alive. I don't want to get everything too advanced. I want everything to stay like it was, because I like the original foundation of the blues. That's what I like. So hey, I really appreciate you being here, my man. Thank you so much for your compliments. Abel Hansen, I really dig that. Abel, that's awesome. So like, subscribe, check me out tomorrow. I'll start posting when I'm going to be playing. And so you can just check your YouTube and you'll see when I'm playing. So have a great night. I get to sleep in tomorrow. It's Sunday. Peace, guys. Love y'all. Great night.